Alright, what's good, ladies and gents? So I've got another quick little install video for you guys. This one is going to be on the rear shock. Finally got all the components, all the chingasas that I need to throw this sucker on. Been hitting quite a few jumps and been bottoming the crap out of this thing, so especially in the rear. Getting kind of close in the front, as you can see there. Ooh, anybody that needs brakes, so you guys need to get these. Still doing good, faring well. Got almost, I want to say, like over 100 miles on these puppies of pretty hard riding, and the brake pads can't even tell that they've been used. But anyways, unlike the stock ones. Yeah, back to the rear shock dilemma. As you can see, hopefully you can see, there's a little almost a dirt groove line way down there where you can see. Been bottoming the crap out of this thing and consistently. So since we've got what we need, shoot, we're gonna go ahead and freaking bang this out real quick. And like I said, kind of want to make this one a little bit short. There's still some daylight out, want to go ride and practice some wheelies, and I'll include a little bit of that towards the end of this video. Make a little bit of a fun one, a little different. So first we've got the prickly hardware for the suspension. This is supposed to beefing everything up back there when it comes to your hardware. And then we've got the spring for the rear shock. I went with the 500 based on what I've been reading online and what they suggest for weight wise when it comes to the Sur Ron plus U. And then this I got to essentially be able to fit it on there. Without these bushings you wouldn't be able to. So here are the numbers that you will need to look this sucker up from Fox if you're gonna want to order the same thing to get this to fit. So shall we unbox this thing, this little thing of beauty? I ordered this from Jensen, and they finally sent it to me after it had been back ordered for God knows how long. Kind of got lucky since there's a lot of people on back order already apparently, and or a lot of orders for this on back order already. So I kind of just jumped in, and when they got their next shipment in, I was a part of one. So like I said, got lucky there, and here we are. Oh man, there's all kinds of tape, and I'm holding it with one hand. So here, just kind of get this all off of there. Here, uno momento. Wow. I take this off so I don't struggle too much with it. So, oh, there you have it. Oh man, this thing's a thing of beauty, I tell you. Lots and lots of adjustments when it comes to this guy. So, I'm gonna be pretty excited to try this guy out, start tinkering and playing with it, and seeing how much better it is than the old stock one. One thing I do notice right off the bat is that little shaft is, I mean, it's not going to appear this way on the camera, but this one is definitely thinner than the one that comes on the Sur Ron. Obviously this is meant for a mountain bike, but lots of good reviews. The other ones that I did want are out of stock. So well, there's two of them. There's one that comes with like a swing arm kit from BMX, that's out of stock, and then the other one that I forget the name of, but they only made like 500 of or something like that, which was supposed to be intended more for like the Sur Ron and the weight that's behind it. But whatever, this will do. Worst comes to worst, I'll throw this thing on my mountain bike, right? So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get straight to the install. So first thing you're gonna want to do to get this puppy on is take this ring off, which was right here in this groove, and all I did was use one of these picks, get it in the little groove, pop it up, boom, popped right out, slide it off. You're gonna have to slide it off this way towards the shaft. Be really careful not to scratch up the shaft if you're gonna do it. I did it way down here in case I did scratch up the shaft a little bit more, whatever. You know, this entire bump stop is gonna be in the way, so these seals up here will never see that, and therefore you'll never scratch them up or, you know, mess those up. But anyways, yeah, you'll want to do that. And then I'm just gonna put my number facing down like so, and boom, you're in. Now all you gotta do is put this guy back up in there like that, and then just put my ring back on, and that's it for putting on your spring. Alright, so one other thing right before I get to throwing it on the bike, figured I'd include this in here. So you're going to want to add the black rings. So these are the ones that came with the bike. You're only going to be using this bushing kit for the top piece. Here's one of the washers already installed on there. Oops. So you'll want to slide. Sorry, I'm kind of blocking the lighting. Get it down into the groove, and then you'll put your black washer, spacer, whatever you want to call it, and then this one right here with the little, I don't know what you want to call these, little half circles, little grooves. I don't know what the technical term for those are, but that's what you want to do, and then you want to replicate the same thing on this other side. So anyways, I'm gonna do this real quick, and then we'll get back to the regular programming. Just like that, and then the last one. Alrighty, and for this next step, real simple, it doesn't get any easier than this. You're gonna have to remove your top bolt and your bottom bolt. I put the strap on here to kind of relieve some of the pressure that's going to be added on those bolts when this wants to drop down once I take off the shock. And sometimes by having this here, you use one hand to hold this up, push it up and down, and you can kind of wiggle that bolt out of there, make it a little easier. And for this step, you're going to need the 13 and a 6 an Allen for this right here. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got the rear shock out. Right, it was just those two bolts, which I have down here. Here's a stock one, and here's your Fox one. Boom, suckers. Look how much sexier that little thing is. Okay, so one thing I did notice about the Brooklyn Motorsports kit for the suspension was that these bolts aren't the same size. So this bottom bolt is just basically the same size right there. But this the top one for it is shorter than all these other ones. So for the top one we'll be using one of these, and then for the bottom we'll be using one of these. I'm gonna leave these other ones for when we get the rest of our suspension components back here, so that we can just do those all at once and then just do this for now. I did have those, but we're doing an install on my buddy's bike, which I'll get around to posting one of these days. And while he was doing it, he saw that I had those parts, and he's like, bro, let me get those. So I said, what the heck, I'll just order some more. But turns out they're on back order, so kind of a bummer, but whatever. So we'll just have to wait a little bit for those. And on top of that, the only thing we would be able to put on is the triangle, not the link, because the link we got as a riser because of the wheels that we ordered for this sucker. Well, for the rear, because that one was a 16, we're staying with the 19 up there, so we're going with the 19-16 combo. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna get to throwing those suckers on, right? Meow. And there you have it. So for this bottom one, it was hard to get this whole big old thing in there. So if you've got either the regular Allen heads or maybe the L style keys, that might work. If not, then these that have these the edges right there will work perfectly to sneak it on in there and tighten it on the other side. So anyways, one thing I should have mentioned too is you'll need 2 of those bushing kits, one for the bottom as well. I just didn't show it since it's literally the exact same thing as the top. So yeah, there it is. Pretty quick and simple install. This maybe took me, without gathering the tools, 25 minutes tops. So yeah, looking forward to trying this sucker out. I'm gonna go for a quick ride. I'll add it to the end of the, you know what, I'm just gonna go, and it's actually kind of dark out now. I waited too long. So anyways, we're gonna cut the video right here. That way you guys can see how to install the shock, how easy it is, and you're off to the races. In the other videos that I'll be coming out with, I'll be dialing this thing in, especially your sag. You really want to get that sucker dialed in, and hopefully the spring is for my weight, like a lot of people were saying it is, because if it is, then I shouldn't have to go up or down with this spring. But from what I heard from a couple of people on the forums, this is the one that I want for my weight. So yeah, anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and this helps you with deciding on whether or not you want to tackle this on your own. Very, very simple. I'd recommend it, doing it yourself rather than taking it to a shop with how easy it is. So anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next vid.